Well, hello there, Hoop Group family. I'm Eve with the Baby's Booty, and tonight we are going to be focusing on football season. All right, so I found a really cute rhinestone design that we're going to be doing, and I'm going to show you how you can tweak it to make it fit with the different teams that are out there and not get caught up with the cease and desist. We don't want to get any of that in the mail. So we got to figure out how to circumnavigate that, but at least get the feel for the specific team, so to speak. So we're going to do that for some funsies tonight and do some giveaways of some shirts. So hopefully you will keep updated on the live. So if you don't know whether or not you're live, right down here somewhere, usually on the phone and on the computer and on not necessarily the TV. I think the TV pretty much stays pretty much live. But down here, it'll have the word live and there'll be a red dot beside it. If it doesn't have a red dot, you're not live. So you may be behind when we start doing the giveaway. And then when we're saying type in the words, everybody else is done. The giveaway has been given and you're still behind typing words. So make sure that you're up to date because we're going to be doing shirts to give away tonight. All right. So, what else do I need to let you know? Tonight we are going to be discussing also learning something that you may not know. I don't know. We'll see. I know many of my followers who are over in the UK area, Australia will know this, but there's a lot of folks over here that may not know it. So we'll be talking about that. I'm going to help you guys out with some measurements, trying to make things easier on you. And what else? That's not it, but I'm sure something else will come to me. I am wearing my super cute pull your hair back out of your face and take care of yourself headband that I received in my Bling box subscription today. No lie. Well, I'm saying today I got it. I want to say it was probably Friday that I got it, but I was out of town. I wasn't here. We left Thursday and did not come back till yesterday evening. So I wasn't here. So I got it today. I was able to grab my mail. But I was going to wear my face mask that came in it too when y'all came in live and you would have seen me with my face mask on. And I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I don't know if, I don't even know how to put this thing on. And I don't know how messy it's going to be because it's awfully, it's got a lot of collagen on it, knowing full well I need it. And I don't know how I'm going to wash it out. So I was like, you know what? Let me save that shtick for another time. So I spared y'all the sight of coming in and seeing me in a face mask. But if you ain't got a friend that's going to send you self-care stuff, then you need to get on the train with my friend and get you a bling box, craft a bling box. And I'm pretty sure the link is in the description below. So definitely check that out because this month's box was super cute and super sweet. And so I would love for you guys to see that. All right. So since tonight is going to be kind of simplistic, I'm going to say hi to some folks in the chat if that's okay. We're going to start off our night with Miss Monique Johnson. Hey, Monique Johnson, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And forgive my mess all over the place, y'all. Josette Lover Check, welcome. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to try something. Hold on. Let me try something. Dang, StreamYard is doing all kind of cool stuff now. And I want to see if it will. Oh, that's kind of neat. Let's see. No, I don't. Let's see. Whoop. Let's do that. So y'all can't see my mess is good. Okay, you can see me better than my mess behind me. Okay. All right. So anyways, Joe said, Lover Check. Hey, honey, welcome. And thank you. You too. Hoop Group member. Hi, Sheila Cushionberry. Welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out. Precious Pieces. Hey, Precious Pieces. Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Mama Vi. Hey, Mama Vi. Welcome, my dear. Thank you for coming in for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Thanks for being here. We also have Tammy the Bag Lady. Welcome, Miss Tammy the Bag Lady, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Visionary Creations, thank you for being here, and thank you very much as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Martha Jordan, hey, Miss Martha Jordan, welcome. Thank you for being here. Hey, Geneva Coleman, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We got Nick Nack Nurse in the house. Hey, honey, welcome, and thank you for thinking of me. I do want to thank you for thinking of me. That was super, super, super sweet. Kelly Wyatt, welcome. Thank you for being here, neighbor. Good to see you, Miss Bobby Laveau. Welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And we have a member for 42 months, Miss Lena Doyle Crafting. Holler. Uh-oh. I can't be too loud, y'all, because guess what? The supervisor is back there asleep. He's taking a nappity nap, even though technically he need to be now sleep and stay in sleep the rest of the night. But this is a night owl child, so he might get up. So we'll see. Miss Lisa, your brother SC700 came. You thought you was ready, but reading the manual, don't want to break it. You won't break it, honey. Holla. Yes, honey. Yes, congratulations on your new baby. Thank you so very much. The mister is back there on it. You hear me? Melody Thomas, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube group member. I appreciate you being here. Teresa Sister Heart Crafts and Things, thank you for being here and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Miss 143, hey hun, welcome. Thank you for being here and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. I appreciate you. Jess Craft Therapy. Just Miss Jess Craft Therapy? No, actually I haven't. So hopefully we'll see in here shortly. Thank you for even asking. Miss JB, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. You got a laser machine now, Miss Willie Allen. Congratulations on your laser. Holla. Y'all, congratulations. I appreciate you letting us know you have a new baby and you got your new laser. Let's see. Let's see. You got me worried now. All right. And then we have Our Love Landers. Hey, Our Love Landers, welcome and thank you for being the YouTube Hoop Group member and for being here. Hey, Dempsey Boo. Hey, honey. Welcome. Hey, Patrice. How are you, my dear? Thank you so very much for my super cute stuffuses. I got my tea. I got butterfly PT. And then we got the face mask. We got the butterfly PT. Oh, super cute honey spoon in there so I can stir my tea with it. What else did we get? The Stroopy, of course. Okay. All right. I'm happy now. That does okay. So I'm distracted. But at any rate, oh, Carol DeLong, you got an HTV Run I paint machine. Congratulations on your painting machine. Holla. Yes, honey. That's super cool. That's neato because you can make like little sketches and stuff. I've been seeing that around, so that looks neat. But Patrice, thank you so much for my stuff with this. I'm super excited. Nicole Reeves, hey hun, welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Hey Tracy Murray, the Murray Effects, welcome. Let's see, DB, welcome. Thank you for being here, my dear. Let's see, who else do we have? Miss Linda Gray. Hey, Linda Gray, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. I appreciate you. Miss Evelyn Warner from Orlando, welcome. Now, I don't know if you guys saw what I put in the chat or not, but I said shout out your favorite football team so that we can make shirts. I haven't scrolled down in the chat yet, but I'm hoping most of y'all have done it because we'll grab a couple of the more popular ones, Lord, and of course the very first football team I see. Oh my gosh. But we will take the time to make a couple of them and let you see what we got going on, okay? And make some stuff. All right. So, so we are going to go ahead and get into what do y'all want to do? You want to do shirts first or you want to learn first and save the fun stuff for later? Hey, Miss Ethel Smith Ames, welcome. Cleveland Browns, okay. 49ers, the Chargers, okay. Raiders, all right. Ravens, Greg Barker said the Ravens. Ravens are purple, right? We're going to do the Ravens for sure. 1 minute, what Miss Linda Gray say? Miss Linda Gray, hopefully you're recovering well. Hey, that to this creations. Hey, honey. Girl, them pumpkins was that was neat. That was really cool. I don't know if you made the tube today or not, but that was super cool. That was really neat. And I'm tripping at how much fake flowers cost. I'm trying to understand. Watching the Redskins, the Saints. Okay. Let me scroll down. Raven, okay. Let's see who else we got. I'm scrolling. Hey, Bonetta. Welcome, my love. Let's see. Hey, Mary Miller. Welcome. Coco Crafts Ravens? Why are we calling them Coco Crafts? Never mind. I don't know because I'm not. Chiefs. Okay. Okay. Keep in mind now we doing colors and rhinestones, so we're gonna come up with some pretty colors. Let's see. I'm scrolling. Hey, Mary Brown, welcome. Hey, Willa Allen, welcome. Chicago Bears. I haven't heard that in a long time. Chicago Bears. All right, now y'all know now I'm not good with the colors of these teams, so you're gonna have to help out with these colors on these teams. So we'll see how that goes once we get to it. Hey, Jesse, shirt first. Okay. I saw somebody said shirt, please. Bling boxes had to go on vacation. Oh no, not Alaska. Craft first. Okay. Marlene said it's easy though. What I'm talking about doing with y'all is super easy. I kind of want to get it out the way because that's how easy it is. Let's see. Okay, who is that? Laura E. Hey, Laura E. Welcome. Okay, I'm scrolling. Never Lewin. As Evelyn said, unless it's the supervisor. Yeah, he's back there knocked out. Oh, that's what I was going to say earlier. If you're not in our Facebook group, you need to be in the Facebook group to see the supervisor acting slap up. Do you hear me? Hi, Nellos. Welcome. Slap up. Do you hear me? Like, and I did not teach him to do any of that. He'd seen me do it, and so he decided he wanted to do it too. And I thought it was just the cutest thing ever. So Miami Dolphins, Denver Broncos, Cowboys. Okay. Hey, Suzanne, go Grand Go. Welcome. Hey, hun. Giants, Ravens, Kansas City, Detroit Lions. Okay. Titans for life. Titans for life. Okay. Learn. Okay. All right. Panthers. Wow. Okay. Panthers. I really do need to do the Panthers, y'all. I've been like talking junk. Auburn War Eagle. Auburn. Isn't that college? I think that's college. I didn't specify actually now that I think about it. Hey, Delonda. Yeah, it is going fast tonight. Thank you. Eagles. Okay. All right. We're gonna get started so that we can figure these teams out. Red and gold, green, gray, black. Okay, Chicago Bulls. Wait a minute, Chicago Bulls. Ain't that basketball? Yeah, that's basketball. This one has a football on it, so I don't know if that's gonna work. You haven't tried it yet? Okay, no worries, Darica. That was still super cute. Navy blue and burnt orange for Denver Broncos. Okay. Miley said he was cute. It was cute. That was funny. So if you didn't see the video, you need to jump in the Colin the head supervisor. I know, right? Eagles go birds. Hey, Karen D, honey, welcome. All right. Oh, I'm at the bottom. Wow. Okay. Yes, that's be okay. Thank you, because I thought I was okay. Let me show y'all the design that we're gonna do tonight. And I'm gonna show you something super cute with this particular vendor. So I have shown you guys this rhinestone designer before. And she makes really awesome designs. So I did put the link in the description. This is for my file. Sorry, my bad. I forgot. Got to cut the camera off, not the sound. This is my file addiction, and it says game day, and it's got the football ribbon. And I picked this particular design, y'all, because the ribbon is like a hot theme this year. I don't know why, but ribbons are on just about everything that I've seen out there that's kind of like trendy, and I thought it was super cute. So the thought process for me behind doing this. Oh, hey, Andrea Ross. Hey, hun. Welcome. And thank you for the super sticker. Hi. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so very, very much for the super sticker. And hey, Chris Smith in the bushes on your 700-inch TV. We appreciate you being here. We don't need that when we start blinging. But the ribbons are hot right now. This is like a trend. And then it just says game day. So my thought process behind this, you guys, is to adapt this to any team, right? There's a couple of ways we can do it to adapt this to any team. You can make the outline the lesser color of the, right, it did get smaller, the lesser color of the team, and then the majority color of the team would be the inside. So for me, my thought process would be like Panthers, and it would be that blue, electric blue would be on the inside where this is red, and then the outline would be maybe black, maybe gray or silver or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the outline of the ribbon can be white, or you can do the outline of the ribbon in a different color and do the laces in white. I don't know. We're just going to play with it for a little bit. So that's what we're getting ready to do. This is the design. Now I'm going to show you something. Look, this is new for me, seeing that with her. She says she includes a simulated rhinestone PNG file to use for mock-ups. Y'all, that's kind of dope, you know, for her to, hey, sees potentials, for her to think about us enough to put a simulated PNG in there so that you can show this to your customer ahead of time as a mock-up. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just that's really awesome of this particular designer. So just something to think about, and you can easily go to her page. I went to her main page and then I clicked on what's new. And I saw game day, and that's how I grabbed this one. So this is what we'll be working with today. And I already have it cut out because I wasn't playing them kind of games. And then we're going to weave them, whatever you want to call it, peel it and mount it, and then we'll start blinging it. Now, I did make a change on this particular file. The way her file is set up, actually, let me show that real quick, because you're going to, if you go get this file, I'm pretty sure she is on Etsy as well. But I usually buy it directly off of her site just because. But if you get this file, you'll notice that, see where everything is white on here, the outline of the word game day and the outline of the ribbon and the laces. She did all of this as one. So it's 3 colors for this file for her. So it's the red, it's all of the white, and then it's brown. So I brought it in and I actually separated mine so that the ribbon would be separate from the outline, okay, of the words. So I'm going to be blinging mine separate. You're going to notice that that's different when you go to download it. It's going to be all in one, but I did mine that way. Mainly because I wanted to have difference with the ribbon and the laces versus the outline of the words, because I want the outline of the words to be team colors, and then the outline of the ribbon can be, the same color as the laces possibly, or maybe even something else, but we'll see once we get over here and start blinging it. All right, so I am going to switch you guys over to the cutting table. And what we'll probably do is I may slip in what I wanted to show you guys, and then we'll get to blinging. Okay, so let me swap the camera over to yonder. Boop. And hopefully my camera. Oh, that background blur is tragic. So let's take that off, which is hilarious. Visual effects, none. There we go. And I got junk all over the place over there. Okay. So hopefully, let me get my water. I should have got my trackball. I'm going to grab that as well. And where is my, oh, it's right here. Hopefully this is the right one. We're going to zoom in a little itty bitty bit so it don't stress y'all out seeing my mess all over the place, because it stresses me out. And I'm going to grab my trackball and I'm going to bring the rest of the template over. And then let's get it started. All right. Let's see. Trackball. Now, one of the things that I've seen, I was talking to a relative about it, but I've even seen it in our groups because we're crafters. A lot of times there's a lot of similarities among us. And one of the things that can be a bit of a challenge is measuring. Okay. So I have to admit something. Hey, Karen Murray, welcome. I have to admit that, oh, you know what? I also wanted to show y'all the experiment that I did as well. So don't let me forget that. Hopefully I won't forget that because I thought it was interesting. But at any rate, the thing with measuring, I just kind of wanted to see where you guys were. And if possible, and you don't know, I would like to, because y'all know I'm not math. I'm saying I'm not math, and I'm saying it incorrectly purposely. But math and me don't usually mix. And my husband, on the other hand, is very mathematically advanced, so to speak, because he loves math and he's good at math. So there was only like, what's that, 3 dots that didn't come out. So we're gonna lightly, there we go. Oh, so it was more than 4 or 5 dots that didn't come out. But he was like, there's an easier way for you to be able to measure and learn measurements, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I struggle with math anyway, but when it comes to that tape measure and you talking about eighths and sixteenths and all that jazz, I did not make it in my algebra class or my fractions, none of that. It's just like, bro, really? Why are we doing this? I don't understand. But that's how. Okay, so I need to peel from the top. That's definitely a class I made an F in. Okay, this is, it is what it is. So he said, you know what, let me show you an easier way. And so kind of want to go over that with y'all. It's not like necessary, but I just thought it was a trip because somebody was talking about it in the group, and I was like, no fam, it's super easy. It's super, super easy. And so we're going to talk about it now. If you are familiar with it, my apologies, because I'm sure it's going to be several in here who are familiar with measuring in metric. That's what we're going to be going over real quick. So if you are familiar with metric and you are okay and you like metric, give me a thumbs up if you can, or a heart in the chat. It lets me know you're already on it, you're already down with it. But if you are confused by it, put confused in the chat. Put confused. Like, hey Ron, welcome. Put I am confused about metric in the chat, because we're gonna make it easy for you. What settings do I cut my purple flock on? So I use my Graph Tech, and my Graph Tech settings right now are I have the CB09U blade, K60, a speed of 30, a force of 28. That's where my measurements are right now. A month ago, I got a GCC Puma 4 from Ben's Crazy Sale before he sold. Nice. Congratulations. Where's my bell over here? All right, I gotta go borrow a bell from the desk. And bring it over here. Congratulations on your Puma 4. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you. You understand it, but you don't use it much. Confused. Okay, so there are some that's okay. I was hoping that, I wasn't just doing this just because. Okay. Y'all, it is the easiest form of measurement that I have ever seen in my whole life. And it makes me wonder why in the whole tarnation, and that's being really nice, why do we use imperial? It makes no sense. It really doesn't. It's like, really, who wanted to make it complicated? So when I'm doing a project, and this is full transparency, when I'm doing a project and the project, I go to measure it, and if it's not a quarter, a half, 3/4, or on the measurement, I'm switching to. Oh, thank you, Fern. It's nice. It's nice, girl. It's nice. Well, now keep in mind, even so, I went to help someone get their graph tech set up, and they were having similar issues with the flock and trying to get it to peel. Honestly, if you peel from the top corner, and then as you saw how I was peeling, I kind of peel slow and low. That helps. Okay, so that helps. Laura E, you are on top of it, ma'am, because I wasn't. Yes, Chris Smith, it is definitely the American way to complicate things. So I want to show you just how easy it is. Okay, and then we'll bling this. Okay, so I saw Cowboys, and something in my soul tells me that if I do not make a cowboy shirt, that there will be rioting in the streets. I'm not here for rioting, so we'll do a will the Caesar pressure be about the same? Is this one? Yeah, I'm gonna see what my pressure is. I think it was. What was my pressure? I don't know. I'll open this up and see what it says. Okay, so my cut settings. Oh, my force on my Romeo is 67 and my speed is 10. But my graph tech is super, super fast. So I tend to use my graph tech. I use my graph tech. Hey, Anita Creation. All right, so we're going to show you, not with this, because this is imperial, meaning it has half C's and all that stuff. It doesn't have centimeters or millimeters on it. So we're not going to use this one, but we're going to use an actual centimeter and millimeter measurement. Okay. All right. Ta-da. All right. So real quick, hopefully really quick. Let me pull this over. Here's my tape measure, right? And my husband taught me that metric is based on tens. Okay. You're welcome, Fern. It's based on tens. Hey, Shamika. So I'm going to bring this up so that you can see it a little bit closer. Now, this tape measure is cool because it has inches across the top, as you can see, and then it says centimeters down here at the bottom. So when you're measuring with metric, what you see is what it is. Now, what do you mean? So for me, if I measure this black square, okay, so for instance, I measure this this sample. And when you're looking at it, you'll say, okay, it's almost 4 inches. You see that? It's not quite 4 inches. Now, if I was measuring it, and it actually came out to 4 in that first, then I know that's a quarter and I know that's a half. and I know that's 3/4, and I know that's 5 inches. But what's all this mess down in here? It's like, bro, I don't what? So moving it up and me saying, oh, that's almost 4 inches. That's not gonna work when you're trying to get a measurement dead on. So what I would do before learning about metric, I would um what I would do before I learned metric is I would just guess. And I know that 3/4, this is over 3/4, because 3/4, 3 3/4 is right there. Right? Is this backwards? It's backwards. So I'm gonna have to flip it over. But this is past the 3/4. So I would try and find a measurement that might be bigger, and it 9 times out of 10 probably wasn't correct. So that's where I'm learning to do, and I'm not counting them stupid little lines. I'm just not going to do it. So let me show you how easy this is in centimeters. Okay. There are, and I had to confirm this with him before I came live. There are millimeters, there are centimeters, there are decimeters, there are meters, and then there are decameters. The difference between all of those is just a 0. It's just a 0. So keep that in mind. It's just a 0. That's just why it's so cool. All right. So here's my measurement. Remember, I said this was almost 4 inches, but look where it measures. Look where it lines up at. So let me see if I can't get my hand out of the way. So it's all the way over on the edge over here on this side. And then it goes 1, and my thumb is on the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And look where it stops. It stops on the 10. So what this is this is 10 centimeters wide. 10 centimeters wide. You see that? Because it's just a number 10. I don't have to figure out the dots or anything like that. So even if it was just before the 10, for instance, let's say it was just before the 10. Say if it was that, all I have to do is go, this is 90. The next stick after the 9, I'm sorry, this is 9 centimeters. The next line after 9 is 91. The next line after that is 92. The next line after that is 93. The next line after that is 94. And then the bigger line in the middle is 95. So the rest of these are 96, 97, 98, 99. And then you get to, I'm sorry, I said 99, but it gets to 100. But that's millimeters. Right now we're talking about centimeters. So that's 9.1, 9.2. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at is this is 10 centimeters right here. To make it millimeters, you add a 0. So that's 100 millimeters. Now, whenever we're doing embroidery and they say, oh, that's a 4x4 hoop. Well, this is 4 inches right here. Notice the 4 is past the 10. So we're actually not telling the truth when we say it's 4x4. Our hoops are actually 100 by 100 millimeters. It's too much for your brain, Fern. All I'm going to say is I count by millimeters. So this one, that's 1 centimeter. To make it millimeters, add a 0. So it's 10 millimeters. This is 2. So that's 2 centimeters. But if I wanted to be millimeters, I add a 0, 20 millimeters. So 20 millimeters and 2 centimeters is the same thing. It's the same thing. If I wanted to be more or less than that, but this is the standard. It's either millimeters or centimeters when you're measuring for overseas or for anything other than imperial. So I don't have to worry about trying to break down fractions, because this is not fractions. This is just straight tape measure And if you do this down here in millimeters, I know that that's 17, but in centimeters, but I add a 0 to make it millimeters, and that's 170. And then the next line is 171, 172, 173, 174, 175 is the one in the middle, 176, 177, so on and so forth. So the bottom, the millimeters, is honestly just easy. It's super easy. You just read the tape and you know what your measurement is. You don't have to do any fractions. So from 1 to whatever length this tape is, it says centimeters, but add the 0 to make it millimeters. So I know that's 1 centimeter, but it's actually 10 millimeters, 20 millimeters, 30 millimeters, 40 millimeters. And then the lines in the middle and in between gives you a more accurate measurement than your 16ths and 18ths and all of that stuff, and trying to remember fractions, because what's 3/16 plus 4/18, and then you gotta add the top number and try and figure out the bottom. No, I don't have to do that with millimeters. So whenever I need a specific dead on measurement, especially in Cricut design space or something, or even in silhouette, I go with millimeters to make sure that my measurement is going to be accurate either way I go. Okay. Whether I use a Cricut, whether I use a silhouette, I'm going to switch to millimeters, because they're giving you what the measurement is right there at the bottom, and you don't have to figure out fractions. So that's all I was going to mention to everybody. That's it. No more, no less. It's just down at the bottom of the tape. If you can get a millimeter ruler or a centimeter ruler, it will make your life so much easier when you need accuracy. And if you don't know the fractions on the tape measures, because I don't know them, y'all. I ain't gonna, I mean, that's not my ministry. But you can get a cheat one. Like, this is a cheat tape measure. And see, it gives me my fractions down there. So, I could do it that way. I could, but I don't want to, because I know my millimeters are going to definitely be accurate. Because even if this cheat is here, right? And say, for instance, I need to measure something that is 5 5/8. 5 5/8 times 2 is what? That'll be 10, and then 2 5/8. So 5 and 5 is 10 at the top of the fraction. So it'll be 5 and 10. No, it'll be 10 and 10/8. So I got to break down 10 and 10/8 and figure out what. I'm not doing that, y'all. I'm not. I'll be done fault somebody. And then y'all will see me on, in the paper and face and wearing the orange jumpsuit and all that other kind. We're not going through all of that. See, and Jesse got it down, but see, Jesse, you old school. You know that. I don't. I needed it to be so simple that I didn't have to do any fractions. I'm like, no, not doing fractions. Fractions make me fight. So that was it. That was fun. Okay, now let's go to our shirts. So here is game day. This is the inside. This is the outline. And then here is the ribbon. And like I said, I did the ribbon separate. Now, I am going to mention this, though. If you choose to continue to use the Imperial method, go right on. Yeah, Chris Smith, you could ask Google. For me, once I get my metric down and I know what that metric is, I'm good. My millimeters are my friends. I do love my millimeters. So the first one that we're going to do, Greg Barker said the Ravens. So we're going to grab the Ravens. What are the colors for Ravens? Who can help me know? I think purple. I think. Is that correct? I was looking for this. Oh, I got to show y'all my other thing too. Had to get a drink. Y'all, sorry. Purple and black. Okay. I have white shirts that we're going to, or should I do a tote bag? Let's do tote bags, because the totes, I don't have to worry about having the wrong size. Purple, gold, and black is the Ravens. Okay. So purple. I have purple here. Gold. Let's find us some gold. Would honey work, Greg? Would honey work for gold? As a quilter, we use millimeters. Yes. You have to know what size to tell Jesse. You have to know what size to tell Google. I don't know what 5/8 is because I don't use this for fabric and stuff. This is more for when I'm working on wood and stuff like that. So the topaz will work. Okay. And then we said black. What is this? Is this no, that's blue diamond, so that's not gonna work. I need we're either gonna use jet black or jet hematite, or we'll use obsidian or black diamond. And then I'm gonna use a mixture of either. Ooh, I don't have a lot of that, so I may go get. I may just use mocha for the football. Okay, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Okay, so Ravens outline. So purple outline we're gonna do in gold. The ball. The bow, which is the football. We're doing mocha. And then maybe outline the ribbon in black. Okay, so I'll figure out which black we'll probably use. It might be obsidian. I might do jet hematite. We'll figure it out once we get there. So I'm gonna start with honey for 5/8. Just use a design. Miss Lisa. I wish I could remember my math teacher's name, because when I tell you over half the class flunked algebra, it wasn't happening. Like it was like he wasn't even trying to teach us fractions. And so I just gave up. I never even went back to it because I was so defeated. I had, up until that point in my life, and I was in high school, I had never, ever, ever made an F in a class ever until then. So when I got that F, I was like, this ain't for me. And I left it alone. It was always an A, B student, except for 1 year I did get a couple of C's when I was acting up. But for the most part, I was an AB student. So to get an F, oh no, that's not how we roll. So me and fractions is like whatever. I do know 3/4, and I do know a quarter, and I do know a half, but that's the easy stuff. And I don't even know. Thank you, Deborah. I don't even know how I would even think about trying to help my grandkids with their stuff, because the math, the way they teach math now, oh no. I'm like, what in the whole world? So anyways, but yeah. Now what we're going to do, which is why I decided to start with the Ravens, because I also want to show you guys who may not have seen it last week, show you the jersey that I made. It's basketball, it's not football, but you could easily mimic something similar with a football jersey, which we talked about it last week. All right, so let's get this off, and then we'll work on the inside. Hey, Magenta, where you come from? Okay, just grab this because it's not in a place, and put it in a place. Nope, you're not in a place, so let's get you off of there. Make sure everybody else is good. All right, looks like we're good. Those of you who have a 850-inch TV, let me know if I'm missing anything or have overlooked anything. Or Jesse, because Jesse's, I don't think his TV is 850 inches, but he can see things with his TV or with his device that nobody else can see. Okay, you're heavy, so let's move you. Oh, I did not cut the heat press on, so I have to do that. And then I'm going to have to change the temperature because I had it set for sublimation. Yeah, Fern, 850 inches. So, and we're going to use a new piece of tape. And when you go to pick up your stones, we bend it like a taco. We're going to make us a taco, and we're just going to go straight down. We're not going to stop. We're just going to commit. We don't quit. Because what will happen is if you're not careful, you can get static electricity built up on this tape. Is it supposed to be missing a stone on the top right of the Y? Yes. Yes, it is. I didn't know it either, but I double checked it when I peeled it off. And then we're going to go straight down because if you get too close and you kind of hesitate, the stones can jump up to the tape with the static electricity. So we're just going to go straight down just like that. And we're going to rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. All right. And make sure that all of these stones are touching the tape. And I'm going to, because this plastic mat holds on to the tape super tight, whereas the flop doesn't. So I don't want resistance when I go to peel this off. So I'm going to take it off of the plastic mat first as much as possible. And now we're going to take this off. Because it will bend some of these stones or pop some of the stones off, and we don't want that either. Boom. I'm not making a mess. Move out of the way. So hopefully that was helpful and I didn't confuse anybody with the metric system. But it is definitely super cool how easy it is, especially transferring from centimeters to millimeters, because all you got to do is add a 0 to the end of the centimeter, and there you will have the millimeter version of it. And it just makes it a little more accurate, in my opinion. In my opinion, in a lot of instances, ain't worth a hill of beans, especially for somebody who is not a fan of math. Oh, hello. All right. So that's the outside. Now for the inside, what we are going to do is we are going to use our purple. Let me go grab the tote bag. Let's see. I'm going to grab a white one. Black one. All right. I walked away talking because I thought I had my microphone clipped on me, but I don't. So here's black. And then I also have a pack of white. And we're going to, I'm going to try white because I only have, well, I have 2 black ones. At some point, I'm going to try white ones. We'll figure that out when we cross it. So with this one, because of something I'm trying to do, I'm going to start with the black. Okay. So I'm going to pre-press this. And I don't have the do-flatchy camera over here. All right, so for the word game, we are going to use Icy Iris. That's the color we're going to use for game day for the Ravens. Okay. So not quite as vibrant of a purple as indigo. but it is definitely purple. I see, Iris. So let's go ahead and pour this on and let you guys see it. So it won't be as vibrant, Greg, but it is going to be purple. All right. This is Icy Iris. All of these colors are on the hotfixfix.store. This is not in the buy-in. Oh, so also the buy-in has ended for those who it ended last Sunday. So if any orders for the buy-in came in after last Monday morning, like early Monday, then they'll be a part of this next buy-in. The dates are on the buy-in website now to show all of the rest of the buy-in dates for the year. We have gone back to doing the regular buy-in period and once a month being open because it will help me save on shipping fees and tariffs and all that jazz because it was getting a little bit crazy. So there's that. And I'm surprised at this point that I have not gotten the question that I expected to get. So y'all are super smart. All right, so here is, and when you go to do your rhinestones, for those who may not have done rhinestones before, pour more than adequate amount because the stones help each other turn over into the holes and make it easier for you to get everybody to have a nice, safe rhinestone hole home. So they can sit nice and pretty right side up and you don't have to fight as hard. And if you find yourself that you are fighting kind of hard to get the stones to go in the hole and you know for a fact that the holes are the right size, check the underside of your brush because as you see there are 3 stones in here. Do a tappity tap, make sure there are no stones, and then try and brush again because the stones in the brush will cause the stones to not cooperate. Okay. All right, so there's that. We're missing a stone there. All right, I don't see any double stones yet. Nope. Okay. Now, there have been times where I will like take this that I've done and then lay it on here so that I only have to press one time. I'm not going to do that tonight because it takes some extra patience to be able to do that, and I don't have extra patience tonight. So I'm just going to do it layer by layer and go from there. And then I'm going to put all these back in their container so that I don't spill. And let's put our tape down. I got another piece of tape already cut back here. This is not, oh, you spilling a diversity? Yes, obsidian. Obsidian is gorgeous. Obsidian is absolutely gorgeous. It definitely is. Obsidian is gorgeous. Thank you, Jesse. And thank you, Jesse. Yeah, Fern, you gotta check up under that brush. Thank you, Jesse, for your mathematical skills. We do definitely appreciate it. Okay, Fern, be safe driving to work. I want you to get there nice and safe. So we had a decent time at the beach. We went with my mother and father-in-law, and Honey wanted to go to the alligator adventure, and so we went to go look at alligators, y'all. And that's the closest that I ever intend to get to alligators. They were behind the fence and everything. It was super neat to see the lady feeding them and they jumping up and going on. It was kind of neat. It was kind of neat. So we didn't, that was the only outing that we had other than walking on the beach with the honey bunny. So we had a good time. It was nice. It was nice. Delana done been to Gatorland. So this is, see, I'm glad I chose black because you can not really see that iris really well. So we're going to go with, you know what? I'm going to try something. So I'm going to do smoke topaz for right now. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. Here's mocha. I'm going to go ahead and do mocha. I do have mocha right here because I didn't think I had it. But the next one, I'm going to do smoke topaz because there's a couple of different colors that you can use for the football. And a lot of times people are like, hey, what color would you use for a football? And, you know, you kind of pick and choose and don't know which color to use. So I'm going to show you what both of them look like. Okay. So, yeah. And like Chris Smith says, coffee is another good one to use for football. So I'm going to try and get through as many of these as I can, and then we'll let you see what all of them look like. But this is mocha, icy mocha. Already. And see, I got 3 under there. So we're going to brush that off. Hi, L. Nicole. No, ma'am. The bow, the link is in the description. Is from My File Addiction, is where this particular design came from. It is not my design. It is My File Addiction, and the link is in the description below. All right, so I got several missing because I didn't have patience. So I'm going to grab some of these and put them in. And I did use the vacuum thingy, y'all, and it did pretty decent. It did pretty decent. So the link to that is in here too, if you wanted to try the vacuum thingy instead of the wax pen. The positive about the vacuum thingy is you don't have to worry about transferring wax to the top of the stones and then your transfer tape not picking up the stones. But the downside to using the vacuum thing to pick up the stones is you will need to charge it. It takes, is that gonna work? That's not, well, it might work. I don't want to take that chance. Is that any bigger? That's bigger. Anyways, you got to charge it. You have to not use it for a long time. Hey, Vicky. You got one, and so far so good. Oh, okay, that's cool. I'm glad it worked for you. Oh, and I see an overlapping stone. I didn't come back and double check. Hold on, let me double check. All right, I think that was it. Alrighty, and we're going to go down. Now, I don't think I'm going to get all of them. Nope, I didn't, which is fine. So the tape didn't pick up the tips of the bows. Can you see that? The tape is too short. That's not an issue. If you find that your tape is too short or it's not picking up in a certain area, then where the tape doesn't have anything, just cut off a slice big enough to cover that area. So that's what we're going to do. It is super cute. Gator is yummy, Sheila. I have had it before. I I have had alligator tail before. It's been some years though, because the place that used to keep it on the menu is no longer in existence. So that kind of is a bummer. All right, there's that. And now, so the laces, we can go with neon white. We can go with neon white AB. We can go with snow. We can go with, what's this, snowflake? What do y'all think? Grab this. It's good. Good timing. Good timing. I will not even. They are unique animals. Chickens are too. But we can't say that because we might get a letter. Which I don't mind letters. Doesn't bother me. All right. So, neon white. Snowflake. Greg says snowflake. This was Greg's Ravens. So let's grab this snowflake. Do I have enough? No, I don't have enough. I'm gonna have to go get some. Is that snowflake? No, that's snow. That's snow. And I got static on this mat, so I'm gonna grab my dryer sheet and rub this thing down because it's driving me bonkers. Because it keeps rolling up under the mat. I had it over here. There it is. Okay. Let's rub this thing down, y'all. Hey, Porgy. My letter is on the way. Okay, that works. Just gifted. I no longer eat meat, but it was tasty. Girl. Y'all, Stacy. It is definitely tasty. I am definitely a carnivore. Okay, so there's that. We said snowflake. So let me check down here and see if we got us some snowflake. Where are you? You are. I may have to go grab snowflake, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab snowflake. I'm gonna grab a chip of snowflake. Okay, so there's that. We rubbed it down. I'm checking up here to make sure I'm not overlooking it so that I don't have to go get it and I don't see it. So let me go grab some snowflake, y'all. One of these days, the supervisor is going to know these colors and he can go get them for me. One of these days. Okay, so here's snowflake. Super, super pretty. Snowflake is snow, which is white, but it has a iridescent coating that lets it reflect some other colors. So snowflake is super pretty. I do like snowflake a lot. Snowflake is in the buy-in when it opens back up. But it's also on hotfix.store. So far we've used Icy Honey. We've used Icy Iris. And then now we're using Snowflake. And then we used Icy Mocha for the football. No, don't cut off yet. Don't cut off yet. Oh yeah, Stacy, something else, ma'am. I'm not. I'm okay. So for me, I'm fine because I don't do enough shirts to warrant getting a DTF machine. So I'm just like, oh yay, DTF. I'm happy for whomever gets it. Um, but I just purchased transfers because it's just easier for me. Um, and I don't have any issues with my DTF printer. You know, she prints and she prints immediately, just about, and I get them super quickly because she's in Charlotte. So I don't have to worry about, you know, delays on getting my transfers. Because worst case scenario with her, I can go pick it up if I need to, and she's 10, 12, 15 miles from me, something like that. She's not far, right off the highway. So if you are ever in the Charlotte area, or if you live near the Charlotte area and you want to get transfers like lickety split, she's an excellent resource to get transfers. She also, I went and we were going over doing rhinestone transfers. So she's thinking about doing rhinestone transfers and the actual templates, making the templates for folks. So we'll see how that goes for her. But you had to get a new Cricut. Do you need me to ring the bell for you, Elba, or is that like a begrudging new Cricut? Because I understand when the Cricut starts to act up and then it's like, bro, I had to go get one. So I don't know. If you want to celebrate and ring the bell, I surely will. I surely will. I know. It's still fun getting a new one, even if the older one acted up, thus causing you to have to get one. All right, so we're done. I've already pre-pressed the bag. So let's grab this. So folks is ringing the bell. We're gonna ring the bell. Congratulations, Elba, on your new one. Holla. She said no, she had to get it. I understand, fam. Then you be so mad. It's like, bro, why? Why did you have to die now? Like, really? Like, you couldn't have waited. Okay, so when you are doing rhinestone layers, and you're layering rhinestone designs, I start with the biggest because the biggest will help you get it centered and put it in the correct orientation of where you need it to go. Okay. And it'll help you line up the rest of the layers. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, see, when you got a job and your stuff goes down, that's tragic. It's really tragic. And my husband be like, I'm tired of you being in tears. Yeah, well, you done told somebody. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit because more center of the bag, because usually when I'm carrying it, my arm fat hangs right here. So I, want folks to be able to see the design. So okay, perfect. And it looks straight. You finally unboxed your Juki. Nice. Sewing sounds like a sewing machine. Congratulations on your Juki. Yes, Juki. I like to sew. I love to sew. All right, let's put this down so I don't burn my table. Wanted it, but need the Epson F570. I got DTF transfers here same day, close to my see. Yeah, supplier of large sublimation prints moved back. So this Primal Graphics, where I get my transfers from, she does sublimation transfers. She does DTF transfers. She also does foil transfers. So she does foil as well. She also does DTF UV. So if you want UV stickers, she does those. She does embroidery. I don't think the embroidery is same day, but she does embroidery, and now she's gonna do rhinestones. So I'm super excited. Yeah, Juki is nice. 2016. All right, so because this was, we had the outline, now you see it's super, super easy for me to line up the inside. And y'all, oh my gosh, this iris looks beautiful. So let's put this down. Like that color. All right, and I'm not gonna do the inside. You unbox your cameo. Nice cameo. Hi, cameo 4+. Yes, honey. Congratulations. So crafty. Where is it at? There it is. Happy Sunday to you as well. She said it makes up for the sad days. I get it. So let me show you. Peel reveal. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is Iris. Icy Iris. Icy Iris. Let me hold it up. 30 minutes away. Yes, Betty. Actually, I can put a link in the chat. This is not coming through on camera. That's tragic. Let me see. I'm trying to get that purple to show. Can't get the purple to show. It's driving me bonkers. That purple is pretty. All right, and so I'm going to do the outline. Good night, Miss Renee. No worries. You have a good evening, my dear. So here is the outline of the bow. So I went ahead and did it, and the laces in white. So we're going to line this up with where there's indentations. You can see where the bow fits right in here, at least the ears of the bow. And then you can tell with something missing right here and something missing right here and something missing right there that, you know, this bow is going to fit in all those places. So we're going to fit the ears first and see where the bottom lands. And so, yeah, we're looking great. We're looking absolutely fantabulous right here. So the tip of the white is down here in the Y. This part of the bow is here. The slice of the bow is there. And then that's up in the word game. So this is really, really cute, y'all. Again, this designer is my foul addiction. I've given you guys her information many times before. So definitely go check her out. Yeah, Elba, the bling is nice. I'm going to turn the light off because I already know I'm going to hear it if I do not. Because it does look good in the dark. It really does. But I like the front camera over there more with the light off. All right. Let's slide that in a little bit. Nice. Oh my gosh, that is pretty. That is pretty. And this is neon. No, this is snowflake. This is snowflake, not neon white AB. This is snowflake. All right, and then this is icy mocha. So let's put this down inside the bow. And just this quick, you have a shirt with your team colors on it. So even if you don't put the word on there, the colors are there. And it gives the illusion that this is a shirt for this particular team. And it keeps you from getting a cease and desist letter. All right, because we don't want to make enemies of the NFL. Okay, nor the NBA, nor the NHL, nor the in whatever baseball is. We don't want to make enemies of any of them. Okay, so here you go. This is our Ravens bag. I really wish this camera would show that purple. Oh my gosh, this purple is purpling right here in front of me. So this is Iris, Icy Iris. And this is Icy Mocha. This is Snowflake. And the outline is Icy Honey. Okay. Yeah, this design is really nice. All right, so like I said, we're going to have rioting in the streets if I don't do Cowboys. So we're going to, oh, that looks good down there. My goodness. So we're going to do Cowboys. So what color y'all want me to do for the Cowboys? Because I picked, here it is. I picked Icy Iris for the Ravens. And then I'm going to grab Smoke Topaz for this time for the football. Blue and white. Yeah, I know which blue. Which blue we're going to do. We have Azure. We have Sapphire. We have, let's see, Cowboys. We have, what is that color? Where is it? It's blue steel. We have blue steel. Which one we want to do? Sapphire, Sapphire, Sapphire. Okay. Somebody said you mean the Niners. Hilarious. Azure, Delana. Sapphire is beating it out. Certainly that time. It usually doesn't. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the bow. So Sapphire, what are we going to do for the outline? Sapphire, what color are we going to do for the outline of the letters of the Cowboys? Now, keep in mind, we can do like whatever the outline of the bow is. We can do the outline of the word game day as well, just to see how it looks. It's not an issue to do that because it'll still look good. Crystal AB, Icy Crystal, Silver, Blue Steel, Icy Crystal, Crystal AB, Silver, Icy Crystal. So for silver, I would probably lean more towards like Icy Crystal. Silver Crystal. Oh, Silver Crystal. I forgot about Silver Crystal. Black Diamond or Blue Diamond. Icy Crystal. Okay, so more folks are saying Icy Crystal. Okay, Icy Crystal. So Icy Crystal it is. And since we're doing Icy Crystal for the outline of the word game day, we'll just go ahead and do that for the outline of the bow as well, so that you can see what this design looks like. Silver Crystal would be cute though, but that way you can see what the design looks like with what am I trying to say to y'all? You can see what the design looks like with the outline of the bow and the outline of the words being the same color. That's what I was trying to get to. All right, and so this is, I don't know which one this one was. So we're going to use it right here. And I'm using Smoke Topaz this time for the bow, the football color, so that you can see what it looks like with this dark brown, because a lot of times people are like, I don't know which color to use. Well, this way, this will let you see what this would be as an option instead of coffee or icy mocha. Okay. All right. Let's take this off of the playing field. And hopefully you guys have had a great weekend. What did you... Blue Diamond is a good blue too. Yes, it is. Blue Diamond is an excellent color. What did Labrador? Yeah, Labrador could work too. That's a trip. You the only one that mentioned Labrador. You're the only one so far. What did you guys get done this weekend? Were you crafting this weekend? What did you do? So I'm still, oh, I also put up in the Facebook group well, I didn't put up the information, but I'm going to do another Craft a Coat Bling. I'm sorry. Zoom. Craft a Coat Zoom. The last Craft a Coat Zoom we did was the window treatment, the window topper, but we're going to do a purse insert this time. And it's from scratch again, so no pattern to follow. So if you're interested in joining that, please keep an eye out in the Facebook group. It's all sewing, it's not embroidery. And then we'll do that. All right, so that looks like that's good. I don't see anything missing, even though I don't have a 1200-inch TV, but I can tell a little bit by looking from right here. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. All right, so let's pick this one up. Composition notebooks for high school seniors with their oh, I bet it was cute. Oh my gosh. Crafting with Delonda and friends. Nice. Nice. Learn how to cut. You put your standing desk together. Oh, that's always fun. Learn how to cut something out on my laser. I can only cut on Dollar Tree wood, but hey, whatever works, right? I mean, it still works. What software did I use? I used Silhouette Business Edition. Started making your Thanksgiving and Christmas cards, Cheryl says. You loved it. I love this bow too. You were practicing making AI clones that talk. Interesting, Deborah. Interesting. I have been working a little bit with AI, not a whole ton, because especially for pictures, whenever I do pictures, it's annoying because my pictures, I don't know why, but my pictures never turn out looking like me. They look like somebody else. And it's a trip because it's a lot of people had to start cooking something to eat. No worries, Jesse. There's a lot of people that have success doing AI with their pictures and it coming out looking like them, but I don't know why mine don't. That's crazy. So am I that weird looking? That's interesting. Embroidered a blanket for my daughter's dog. Use my laser on a leather patch not to seal the patch. Okay. Worked a booth today and sold some football rhinestone items. Nice. Now you see what I'm saying? This would have been really good in your booth, ma'am. This would have been really good in the booth. It's about the prompt to describe yourself. But so the prompt that I usually use is I've attached a picture, make another picture that is the exact same as that picture, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. So I'm probably still not doing it right by just saying that, though. Had things to do, but your body said rest after an unplanned. Woo! Rondria, heal up from that, ma'am. Some spinal taps ain't no joke, girl. I've never had one, but know folks that have had one. So oh yeah. Oh, Sheila, tell Bailey Boo and Kaden I said hey. Bailey Boo is probably right there. So tell my baby I said hey. Bailey Boo. You have to give it the descriptors. Right. So okay, Deborah, what I've been doing to learn some of the things of what to say and how to say is I've been following some AI folks who give you the prompts to put in, which they could be omitting some stuff, I guess, because theirs turn out super cute. But I follow the prompts that are given. I don't just come up with my own because I don't know what to put in there. And I follow the lead of their prompts. Now I have done this. I follow the lead of their prompts to and adjust them to make it do what I want. Like for instance, they may say, well, in this part of the prompt, they may say put a basketball in my hand, and I may say put a set of knitting needles in my hand. Like I know to change that little part, but I usually go off of, for the most part, go off of the prompts that other people are using because they know how to do AI better than I do. I did start taking a course, Google course on AI, but I never finished it because, yeah, I never finished it. And I need to finish it. Haven't seen Kittens Reason. Oh, yikes. I'm sorry. Lisa, I'm glad it wasn't your time to go, fam. Oh my gosh. Lisa, that's crazy. Oh, wow. You woke up? How you feeling? Hey. Oh, buddy. It's alive, y'all. It's alive. Hey. You see Grammy working on the table? If I can help you, ma'am, I need to learn. I really, well, I'm gonna say I need to learn, but it would be good to learn because a person can feel like AI is not good, but if it's here, there's no. It's kind of like back in the day when folks used to say, you know, the TV is the devil, or the internet is the devil. But I mean, the internet is what's bringing us together tonight. So you kind of, in the cabinet with the plates. So you kind of have to adapt a little bit and learn so that you don't get left behind. I don't want to get left behind. All right, so we're going to use Sapphire for the words game day. And the supervisor is standing there watching on my computer screen, trying to make sure that I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. And now he's going to go in the kitchen. He was standing there watching. That was funny. You feel better after your nap? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. No, really? Okay. You say hello? Say hi. You say hi? You don't know who you're talking to, so I guess you wouldn't say hi. You don't see anybody. What are you messing with? Oh, give me that. I have this because my cricket mat is dirty enough without your help, sir. All right. Sorry, y'all. Had to grab that cricket mat. Rescue the cricket mat. Come on. Sewing along sounds really fun. I'm in my sewing era, blinging for football, but want to be sewing. Lisa, I love to sew. I love to sew things, not clothing. I like to sew things. So I'm excited to do this particular project. I kind of taught myself how to do this project just based off of knowing how to do a bag, sewing a bag. And I just took the concept of creating a bag and turned it into a purse insert. And it was nice. So I've made 2 or 3. No 2. But it's been a while, so I'm gonna make another one. All right, so this is for them boys. Okay. Them boys. Really? Chill out. Uh-oh. Supervisor gone. He must have went back there with Grandpa. All right. Grandpa is his homie. And his supervisory staff should be here shortly to get him. So there's that. All right, so there's one missing there. There's one missing there. I don't see any more missing for now, so we'll go ahead and pick this up. I'm missing a bit of the chat. I'm gonna scroll back here in a sec once we get this on the bag. Okay, so here is the yeah. Need to start using Canva more for designs. Yeah, Canvas is nice. Clean your craft room, reorganize your rhinestones and t-shirts. So, Mary Crowell, my address is because I'm over here struggling every time. And you know what, y'all? Since we are family, we are family. And I've talked about this many times before. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact my family is in here. I have aunties that watch on the regular, and I'm eternally grateful to them for that. Since we are using crystal as the outline, I'm going to use a white tote bag for this. For the Cowboys. So I'm going to pre-press. And we don't normally use white either. So let's do white. Let's do a white tote bag. This is canvas. But as I was saying, I've mentioned many times, and I'm very transparent about my struggle with all kind of stuff, y'all. It's just like a whole check on the top of the G. I'm good up there. I'm good up there. Thank goodness. I work in a lab, so my crafting project this weekend was crocheting lab themed keychains. They look like little chubby blood tubes. Cute! I bet that was super cute. But I've been very transparent about my issues in like a basket case, right? And so one of the things I was finally able to explain to my husband the struggle with organizing and cleaning and stuff. So it's kind of like ADHD, but not quite, because you get started and then as you're going, because my brain races all the time, constantly on the go. I'm constantly thinking about stuff and analyzing stuff and looking up stuff and wanting to learn stuff and all that jazz, right? And so I'll get to cleaning one area and I'm like, ooh, this would be cute if I could arrange it this way or store it this way. And that opens up a rabbit hole of trying to organize, or I'll stop and 3D print something to be able to store something instead of finishing and cleaning, and it'll go from this room to that room to that room to this room. It's just a whole mess, right? But like I told him, that's the part that kind of messes me up when I'm in here in my craft room, because it's like I'm going through all of my craft stuff and I'm trying to organize it, and as I'm organizing, I'm like, ooh, I can store my transfers this way and I can change them that way, and there I am changing up the whole narrative instead of just cleaning and organizing. So that was kind of neat to be able to tell him how I actually operate. And it's like I can't move forward with what I'm doing unless I actually stop and 3D print whatever it is that I need to organize something that I think will work. It's a trip. It's a trip. So that was, I don't want to say empowering because that's not the word I would use, but it was humbling. And it allowed me to talk to him. So we did all of this in crystal. So the silver for the Cowboys, that's what this is. This is going to look really good, actually, especially with that smoke topaz. Oh, you're pooling. Nice. Congratulations. Holla. Congratulations, Vanessa Parnell, on your pooling. Nice. Nice. Hey, Sheila Stone. Welcome. Writing a list might help. Miss Evelyn, I wish it would help. Because I'll go off of the list, but then, like I said, if I come across something and I'm like, you know what, I need to store my stuff like this, ABC XYZ, and it'll just derail the whole train. It will. It's low-key sad. All right, so now I'm gonna, since it's right here at my hand, I'm gonna go ahead and do the football bow. All right, so there's that. So this is smoke topaz. All right, and then we'll do the sapphire. And that sapphire is going to be fire. So I'm excited to see how that looks. Time is 10:41. Okay, so that's 2 bags. I might can squeeze out a third. If we do a third, what team? Somebody said Panthers. I probably do need to show the Panthers some love, but And then if I do the Panthers, I got family on here who will want the bag, and I won't be able to do a giveaway. Oh my gosh. All right. Steelers. Oh, that's 2 Steelers right off the bat. Lord. So I guess we'll be doing the Steelers. Detroit Lions. Well, that's kind of the blue right here, right? Bears, Chicago, Lions, Eagles, Bengals, Bears. Cheeseheads, Steelers, Saints. That's 3 Steelers. That's 3 Steelers. So we might have to go with the Steelers since 3 people done said something about the Steelers. And it's a different color, right? That's gold and black and white, I think. Am I thinking right? Saints, Eagles, Steelers. Let's do the Steelers. No, Steelers have more than that because the Steelers are like blue and in their logo. It's more than 2 colors, right? We got blue and red and yellow, black, yellow, gold, black, gray. Oh, it's just black and yellow gold. Okay, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Okay. All right, Eagles is green, Vikings. Did we just do Vikings? We just did Vikings. The purple, because we did and nobody still said anything. That's funny. Black, white, blue, yellow, gold. Eagles won last year. True. They might have. However. Okay. So here is, and it's going to look much better with the light off because this white is reflecting and it's taken away from the bling a little bit. But this is, let's see if it's going to work. It's too dark, I think. Oh, wow. That looks good. The light from the monitor is helping with that. But it'll look better in that other screen over yonder. Bengals is orange. Eagles are green and silver and white. All right, y'all. So Steelers or Eagles? Steelers or Eagles? Steelers or Eagles? Steelers or Eagles? I would like to do something with more color, actually. Black and gold. Eagles, Steelers, Eagles, Steelers, Eagles, Steelers, Eagles, Lions. Steelers. Okay, let's go with the Steelers. All right, so the Steelers we said was gold. All right, Steelers. Hopefully my brain is thinking right. So let's, honey, will the new icy, what is this, Speen work, or do we need to do Arum Dorado? This isn't Speen. This is Arm, maybe. Arm Dorado work. Hi, Nina S. Same issues. Keep pushing. Receive my rhinestones and absolute. Oh, yay! Thank you, Nina. I'm glad you like them. Gold, white, and black. Okay, so which gold are we talking about? Arm? Isn't it Arm? Citrine? So citrine? Or is Icy Daffodil too yellow? This is probably more yellow than gold. Black and yellow? More of a yellow gold. Okay, so definitely not that. So citrine, goldenrod. Goldenrod is kind of a goldish, a darker gold. Because yellow gold, so daffodil, Icy Daffodil is, yeah, please make sure you're live before the drawing. Icy Daffodil is more of a pale yellow. Citrine is more of a gold yellow. Goldenrod, then there's goldenrod. So which one? There's citrine and there's goldenrod. Why can't I not flip this? This is crazy. Okay, Honey says goldenrod. My honey highlighted Greg Barker's comment. So we're gonna go with goldenrod. Y'all gotta keep the men folks happy now. The men folks, you know, when the men folks chime in, we gotta listen. Because the sports is, you know. Sports is the way it's at for them. All right. All right, so this is goldenrod. And then let's get this going. And then we will so I did a video, FYI, I did the video, but I need to adjust the video, and I'm gonna tell you why. So let's talk a little bit before I finish this. So if you are into doing DTF printing and pressing and making shirts, right? So I'm sure you guys have seen the products that are out there that are supposed to make DTF prints look better, make them feel softer, and supposedly last longer, right? So the two products that are out there is the T-Seal sheet and the Magic Seal spray. And I ordered both. I have both. And I did test DTF. Actually, there's a couple of things I want to do before I actually publish that video, but I did 3 shirts, all with the exact same transfer. They're older transfer that I've already had. So that's one thing that I would change. And do an updated transfer. So like a fresh transfer. And then I used, so the first shirt I did my regular DTF routine. And my regular DTF routine is pre-press the shirt. So that's press number 1. Press the DTF on. That's press number 2. And then do a final press, which is press number 3. Okay, so 3 separate presses on DTF, regular DTF, and there's that, right? The second shirt, I did DTF, pre-pressed the shirt, then did DTF, pressed the DTF on. Then I pressed, I think that was the second shirt. It might have been the third. Either way. And then I pressed the final press with the T-Seal. No, I didn't. I pressed the third press like I normally press my stuff, which is the third final press. And then I did a final press, final boss with the T-Seal. Likewise, I did the exact same thing with the Magic Seal and that's the spray. Pre-pressed the shirt, then I pressed the DTF transfer on. Then after pressing the DTF transfer on, I did my final DTF press like I always do. Then I did the spray and then did the fourth press with the spray. Kind of like the second shirt where I did the fourth press with the T-seal. And then they were the exact same color shirts, exact same transfer, exact same process, exact same temperature. Well, no, not exact same temperature, because the final and the fourth press for the T-seal had to be under 300. So it had to be 290 at the most. The Magic seal spray, I don't think the temperature needed to be changed. So that's right. I did the T-seal sheet, rubber sheet last. That was the last shirt I did because I knew I was going to have to drop the temperature on the press, and I didn't want to have to drop the temperature on the press and then go back and raise it for the Magic Seal spray. So I pressed the Magic Seal spray at the temperature of doing the shirt, the DTF press like I normally do. So I have the 3 shirts. I was going to kind of show them to you, but here's the dilemma. Not necessarily the dilemma, but here's the reason why I haven't released that video yet. Number 1, the sprayer that comes with the Magic Seal spray. This is the sprayer that they sent with it. They send you the bottle of the Magic Seal, and then they send you the sprayer with the Magic Seal, right? And they say spray the Magic Seal from 10 inches away, and 2 or 3 spritzes should give even enough coverage, and your you just do the press. Well, when I sprayed that Magic spray with that particular sprayer, it came out like not an even coverage situation. It was like it sprayed here, here, and here, kind of like a stream almost. And to me, that kind of gave the test an unfair result, because I think only that area, and that area of the DTF transfer is what ended up supposedly benefiting from the spray. So I want to redo the test for that reason. Number 1, to get the, what time is it? 54. Okay. I want to redo the test for that reason, to get the spray in a different sprayer that's more of a misting sprayer that will allow it to do a better coverage of the DTF transfer, right? So that's number 1. Number 2, my person that I get my DTF transfers from, and I also want to do a white toner transfer, which I think I have the white toner paper, and I want to try the same project with white toner transfer. But anyway, the person that I get my transfers from was like, well, how old is your transfer? Because a while back, we didn't have our white dialed in, as well as we do now. So there won't be as much white on the back, and it may affect it. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm going to get fresh transfers made so that I can test it again, since I'm going to redo the spray bottle anyway. That will allow me to see how it would look with a new, fresh DTF transfer. Okay. So I do have the shirts that I've done with the test, and I can show them to you. And like I said, I'm not going to give I guess I could give my opinion now of what I thought, but I don't think it's a fair opinion, because the sprayer wasn't spraying properly, in my opinion. And then I want to do a fresh transfer. Okay. So there's that. That's hopefully will be coming soon. I will try and get a new transfer tomorrow. Get new transfers either tomorrow or Tuesday. I already got another spray bottle for the Magic Seal spray. I'm gonna take it out of that bottle and put it in a different spray bottle so that it'll mist better. And then we'll try it again. I don't know of any other finishing option out there. Have you heard of a different finishing option for DTF to try and make the DTF softer or whatever? Have you heard? That's not steel or gold. That's more like Saints gold. This is a yellowish gold. The Saints gold, I do know the Saints gold is more aurum. There's an extra stone there. There are tones in there of the darker gold because what is this? Goldenrod has flecks of a darker gold in there, so I cannot argue that point, but the base of the color is the lighter yellow. But citrine for the steel gold, we'll have to do one with the citrine. And now I'm sitting here thinking about it. I see what you're saying. Citrine. Because it is a yellow. It ain't really gold. It's actually yellow. But I don't have time, unfortunately, to press this again. I may not press it, but brush it in again. So I'm going to have to, unfortunately, forego it this time, Miss Chris Smith. All right, so just FYI, if you've heard of any other material out there, let me know, since I'm going to run the test again just to see how it's going to turn out. I would love to know is there something else out there to test in addition to, let me get coffee, in addition to what am I trying to tell you? Let's do obsidian. In addition to the Magic Seal spray and the T Seal. Oh, wrong thing. That's SS6. I was about to mess up. That's not going to work. Okay, so who are you? Y'all did say black, right? Y'all did say black for the Steelers. Now you said black, blue. The spray works on white toner also. From what I read on the paperwork, yes, it does. Let's do jet hematite. Yes. Okay, black. Yes, it works on the white toner as well. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. Outline. So I did the inside with the goldenrod. Okay. So just, hopefully be on the lookout for that. Why? Oh, because I didn't clean out the brush. I forgot to clean out the brush. The goldenrod was giving me a fit. Let's take that out. Let's take that out. Let's take that out and add some more stones. And we'll do a giveaway. We're going to run over a little bit, so I apologize in advance because I chose to do another bag. And we talked about measurements. So again, for those who may not have been in here earlier, we talked about using metric measurements, millimeters and centimeters for measuring your fabric, measuring your designs, measuring really, Vanessa Parnell. Okay. I did not have that issue. But I may have had that issue, Vanessa, because I used a black shirt. So I don't know if it caused a stain on the next shirt or not. to be quite honest, because again, the shirts were black. So it could have been stained and I just didn't know it. So isn't that a trip? That's a trip. Thank you, Kai. Hi, Kai. Hi, Kai. So yeah, that's on okay. So thus far, with the test that I did, it seems that the magic spray works better than the T-seal sheet. It seems thus far. My thing with it thus far, now, like I said, I gotta change a few variables to make sure of what I'm seeing, the results. But it seems that even me doing my final DTF press that I do anyway, I come out just about the same, looking the same with my end result as I do by just adding that extra step of spraying the spray or using the T-seal. Because I have never, I was always taught to do a final press. You press the transfer on and then you go back and you press again for a final press. That's the way I've always been taught to do it. That's the way I've always done it. And by doing that final press, not only are you helping, further imprint or impress the shirt, the transfer into the shirt fibers, but you're also, reheating the adhesive that is on the transfer to help it increase the longevity and decrease the likelihood that your transfer will fail because the glue wasn't pressed long enough, hot enough, or adequately enough, right? Pressure and everything. So I was still getting somewhat similar results, but also in doing the T-seal and doing the spray, it's almost like I'm doing a fourth press. So it's just further doing what the third press is doing, and I'm just doing it again, and it's doing it a little bit more because I'm doing a fourth press. It's almost like it's not really the material or the items that I'm spraying and using is actually making the difference. But again, this is preliminary testing. This is, I need to change the sprayer because, like I said, the sprayer is not where it's at. It was spitting out the stuff, and I'm like, bro, you're not supposed to be squirting it like that. You're supposed to be, misting it all over the whole thing. And it was like parts of the darn transfer that didn't even get the stuff on it. I'm like, okay, that doesn't help. So that's why I really want to try it again. And do the correct test, in my opinion. And again, it adds an extra step. I was like, bro, I'm already pressing for the third time. So maybe when I press for the third time, spray it with the spray and use the spray or use the T-seal on the third press instead of doing it on the fourth press. Maybe that's going to make a difference. I don't know. But that's where I'm at with it. And here in a sec, I'll show you the shirts that I did. Okay, so that was jet hematite. I'm going to go ahead and put what color should we do the outline of the bow? You guys, what color? I'm not going to take this off of the press. I'm going to go ahead and do the gold on the inside because I got to wait on it to cool off and go get the board and all that jazz. So I'm just going to do this part right over here, get this done. and then speed up the process. All right. Oh, that actually looks good. Oh my goodness. Snowflake. Jet, that was not icy obsidian or jet black. That was jet hematite that I did. And we're going to use coffee on the bow. I'm going to use coffee. Coffee is one that Marilyn had made the coffee popular. One time she made her football design and she did coffee in her football and everybody fell in love with it because it was just like, oh my goodness. So coffee should look just as good now as it did then with this football bow. So again, the bows are popular right now. Bows are in. It's like they carried over from the side bow thing on the shirts when we was doing the side bow. Well, I never did one. I never got around to doing one, but the side bow design on the shirts. So bows are still very much popular and on and popping. So if you want to do um, a cute football design, then this is definitely going to qualify as one and be trendy at the same time. Okay. And as we're doing this, we're doing the team colors or close to the team colors. And it allows us to kind of give a specific team effect on the shirt without crossing any trademark boundaries. So that's what the whole point is of our project tonight, is to show you this super cute design, number one, that's very trendy, and to show you how you can utilize the colors, your rhinestone colors, to give the illusion of a specific team. All right. So here is, I should have did the outline first. Somebody said snowflake. Let me go back and look. Icy crystal AB, snowflake, icy crystal. Marilyn said, I love coffee as a football. Yeah, Marilyn had that thing on lock. You hear me? Everybody was using coffee for their football. Everybody. All right, so we have not used Icy Crystal AB. So I'm going to use Icy Crystal AB for the outline, since we haven't used it yet. We've used Snowflake already, and we've used Crystal. So I'm going to do Crystal AB, which I think will be just as cute for our bow. All right, y'all. So thank you for coming to hang out with me tonight. Thank you for sitting through my math TED Talk. I appreciate that because, you know, I know what effort it takes to help me understand something that is very difficult for me to understand. And when other people are going through a similar difficulty, you know, and I'm like, no, it's actually pretty easy once it's explained, and he helped me understand. And so I'm like, okay, well, hopefully I can help somebody else understand, because it allows you to be accurate in your measurements without having to do fractions and figure out eighths and sixteenths and stuff if you don't already know it. If you already know it and it's working for you, please continue on that course, because I'm proud of you, because you can do it. You got fractions down, you got the measurements down. I don't. My hat is off to you. But for those who are like me and struggle in that area, in that arena, I beseech you to check doing the metric version and see if you found it easy like I did. Like I said, centimeter and millimeter is pretty much, the measurements are, oh my gosh, the measurements are really easy. Millimeter is easier and more detailed, accurate, detail oriented, accurate. So I would recommend learning millimeter, but when you see centimeter on the ruler, it's basically millimeter. You just add a 0 on the end. Okay. So I messed up and flipped 2 over. So I'm going to put these down. And then where did that one jump to? I don't know. So I'm going to grab one more and put it in there. And then we'll press and then we'll do a giveaway. That's very helpful to see how to do. Yeah, it does help to see how to do things in a different way, because if you only learn one way, then you could be missing out on being able to avoid the struggle bus that you riding on, because you only see things one way. There's more than one way to look at things in life. It's not only just one way, which is why even what we do here, you know, I let you know, I'm showing you how I do things, but I'm not the end all be all. What in the whole world? That's where that stone went. I am not the end all be all. So I'm showing you what makes life easy for me. It may not make life easy for you, and that's okay. If you already have it, just like Jesse has an easy, you know, he knows it. He got them 16ths down. You hear me? Like, him and the 16ths are friends. That's good. I'm not about to criticize or mock him or shame him for that, because I'm, like I said, I wish I knew how to do the 16ths and stuff, but I don't. So I have to, you know, look a different route. And it's okay to learn a different way. All right. God, wait, I just flipped all kind of stuff. Oh, that's why, because I didn't use, this is my 3rd time using this tape. So you kind of do need to be a little bit more careful when you're moving your transfer around after you've used it one time already. The stones can tend to flip and stuff. And so I usually try to use my transfers about 5 times, but when I'm live, no. When I'm live, it's usually a fresh piece of tape, because who got time to be doing what I'm doing right now? It's not me, but I'm having to do it because I didn't do what I normally do. Okay, the supervisors are here. Supervisors. All right. Hey, how are you, son? I bet. Where's my baby? She in the car? Mm-hmm. Okay. And again, if you have not, if you ain't in our Facebook group and seen the supervisor with his clack fan, I'm gonna need y'all to go see that. I'm gonna need y'all to see that, because when I tell you that thing was funny, that boy knew what he was doing with that. That boy knew what he was doing with that clack fan. You hear me? He knew it. He felt that in him, little bones, chair. All right, so I know I'm doing this off camera, but when I tell you it's super cute, it's definitely super cute. Okay. That's my youngest son that just got here. I'll take my supervisor from me. Off subject, but for Juliet, should the lever in the back be up or down position when not using? Ooh. I pretty much leave it as if there's a mat in it, me personally. Basketball jersey that you did, the player is married to my best friend's daughter. I told her we did his jersey and she said I would love to see it. And I chuckled, man, don't play with me. Not Vince Carter. Not Vince Carter. That is what's up. That's super cool. That is super cool. That is super, super, super duper cool to know, because my dad was like, you need to reach out to him and you need to put it in his group. Dad, I don't even know that the man has a group. My dad was super excited about me doing this jersey, and I love the jersey personally. Matter of fact, I want to one of my dots didn't have glue on the back. One of my coffee stones didn't have glue, so I had to put another one. But he wanted me to, I'm excited because it's purple. And I'm excited now because I've learned about Vince Carter, because trust me, my daddy and my husband made more than sure that I knew who Vince Carter was. And I'm like, okay, now that I've had that history lesson, he is pretty dope. I'm excited. Okay. So that is why I have my jersey on. But this is the gold and the black and the crystal AB and the coffee. So that is cool. I don't know if my husband, yeah, he started, so he did see it. That is super cool. That is so super cool. Bye bye. You want to say bye bye?
I love you. Bye.
I love you too. Wait a minute. See if he'll say bye.
Here you go, say it.
Probably not.
Here you go.
Oh, you don't
cold
wanna...
things in my hand.
Oh. Oh God, boy, I swear. It's heavier than heavy every single time.
Everything.
I hold. Whoops. See, you made me step on this thing. Hold on. Let me get my thing, because I'm sure y'all probably couldn't hear me. All right. Hang on, y'all. Oh my gosh. This boy is heavy, y'all. Give me a minute. You gonna say bye-bye? Wait a minute. Let me back up, because you be touching stuff. All right, y'all. So stream cam. There we go. Is your daddy? You gonna say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Say bye.
Say I love you. Mwah.
Say love
Bye.
you. Say love you. It's my night-night supervisor. Say love you. Yeah, that's you. Say bye-bye.
Say night-night. Love you. Mwah.
Say mwah.
Camera shy.
Don't want to?
Yeah, it's all right.
You want to touch the trackball? Of course you do.
All right, brother.
All right. Love you too.
We will holler at you.
Bye-bye.
Say bye. Mwah.
Bye. Love you. He ain't trying to hear it. Y'all have a good night. He did take a nap. He told you, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Feel sorry for you. So here is the jersey for those who did not see it. Look at it. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not doing this right. Let's do this correctly. Oh, there it is. Oh, let's do this correctly. Let's cut the light off. Let me get that going. That is super cool. That you said he's an awesome guy. That's what's up. Because I went on a hunt for more jerseys, actually. So I may get a couple more of a couple other people, but yeah, this is like hands down my favorite. So, all right, so here's the jersey. I'm gonna show my jersey first, and then we'll look at the bags. But I blinged out Vince with crimson. This is sublimated, so that's why I was able to put rhinestones on it. If it's vinyl, you're not going to be able to put the rhinestones on it. This is icy crystal, just regular icy crystal, acting a whole fool on this man's name. All right, and then gosh, that thing keeps scaring me. He opened the door and let bugs in. But this is icy crystal on the signature as well. I iced out his signature. I wanted to do the ball, but hubby was like, you're doing too much. So I was like, okay, well, whatever. And then this is the back. All right. And so I did the number 15, icy crystal. I did Carter in icy crystal. And I cannot for the life of me remember right now. I think it was icy honey that I did no, it's gray. So it might have been icy crystal that I did on the triangles up at the top, because the triangles were gray. So yeah, I absolutely love how this jersey turned out. I love how this jersey turned out. right? And so here is the one that we did that was, oh, thank you, Deborah. Here is the one that's like the Saints. So like Chris Smith said, the yellow is not quite yellow. It's more of a yellow gold instead of yellow. But here is the game day. It's on white. So you see how like right here, the crystal AB kind of shows up. But when you turn it, it kind of fades in with the coffee, which is crazy to me because it usually does it. But you can see it. You can see it really good right in here. There you go. It's really pretty. So make sure that you're live so that I can do the giveaway for the Saints. This one is the Cowboys. So that's sapphire, that's smoke topaz, and that's icy crystal on the outline of the word game day and the outline of the bow. So you can see it better when I kind of like back up a little bit. But the white, okay, now let me show you the difference. The difference, so as I move it, you know, the camera is able to pick up certain things a lot better, right? Because the white is reflecting along with the stones. Look at the difference between a white background with the stones. I kind of wish I had done another one with the same color so that you can see it. And look at the black. Oh my God! You can see the purple! Okay, you can see the purple. You see the purple? Oh my God, that looks so good. Oh, that looks so good. Look at the purple. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that hot full mess. Look at the hot full mess, y'all. Okay, so this is Icy Iris. Okay, this is Icy Iris. Nobody has asked me yet. Nobody has asked me. I done said it like 14 times, Icy Iris, and nobody's like, Icy Iris, when did you get that? Okay, this is new. We just got Icy Iris in. And so this is, she just responded, she loves it. Would you sell her one? How am I sell her own husband stuff? Or you talking about your daughter? Your daughter. I can, because that's the cool thing about the jersey. It's licensed already. So all I'm doing is adding an embellishment and I can sell it. I can resell it. So if she wants one, yeah, tell her, let me know what size. Y'all, this is Icy Iris. Okay. And then the bow is Icy Mocha. And then the outline is Icy Honey. And Greg Barker said to do Snowflake for the outline of the bow. Oh, she's the mother-in-law. Okay, cool. I misunderstood that all the way. Look at that. Look at, somebody come and look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Come and look at this purple, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. But see, from the front, it kind of like gives you a gray on camera. But in person, it's like you can see the purple a lot better in person. But geez Louise, y'all, this is insane. Look at that. And look at it dancing, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm taking forever just to show this one back. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. That is crazy. That's all right. The ices, y'all. The ices is just where it's at. I'm sorry. The ices is where it's at. It's just, I'm not sorry. Ices is where it's at. Okay. So again, here's the difference between white, which is reflecting, the white is reflecting back to you, and it's competing with the flash of the stones. You do still see the bling is still there, but that black absorbs all the, I mean, there's no light being reflected off of black, so it lets the stones dance and do what they do. Okay. That is in flipping sane. It should be on there. I put it on there. Let me check. So, anyways, sorry, y'all. That's crazy. I wasn't expecting that because I can see the purple here. Me looking at it, I can see it. And I was like, this is not showing in the camera. Why? Just because the heifer needed to turn to the side. Oh my God, that is crazy. But the black, though, yeah, the black makes a big difference. It really does. Okay. Let me pull up what's a face. Let me make sure this is on there because I know it was. I probably didn't turn it on. That's probably what my issue is. I see. Yep, nope, it's disabled. Sorry. So yes, it is on there now. On hotfixfix.store. Y'all, that was crazy how that purple was just like, yeah, I'm here. Boop. What? What? Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I didn't show you the shirts either. Well, I can show you the shirts while we're doing the roll for the giveaway. Okay. Giveaway tools. So the first one. Now, if you don't plan to use the bag or don't like this particular team, please don't roll on it. I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. So the first one we're going to do is the Saints. So the word is Saints. And I'm going to share screen, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap, hopefully. No, it's not going to let me swap. There we go. That works. Okay, so here are the shirts. Here are the shirts. So this is the first shirt that I did. You know what? It's not these. Let me just show you this. This is the shirt that I did. So I did 3 of them. One had, like I said, one I just did the regular press. One I did with the T-seal, and one I did with the magic spray. Right, and all 3 took on the texture of the shirt. All 3 did. But what that magic spray and the T-seal is supposed to do is make it take on the texture of the shirt, press it into the fibers of the shirt even more than just you pressing the DTF transfer onto the shirt. So with my other camera that I was filming all of this with, I was able to, instead of like on my cell phone or my webcams, that camera, I was able to zoom in so that you could see the texture better. And I'm not going to be able to really show it to y'all right here because the camera just ain't going to do it justice so that you can clearly see the texture. So I'll do that another time. I'm not do it another time. I'm going to redo the video. Well, not redo it because what I want to do is I have the original video. I want to keep that and then do the redo and see how it turns out with the redo. But after I do the redo, I may just scrap the original video because, again, I really don't think it was fair because that spray bottle did not spray worth a darn on the transfer, and I don't think that's right. All right, so we're getting ready to draw on the Saints one. So thank you for coming and hanging out an extra 30 minutes longer. And I appreciate you being here. And so the winner is going to be Teresa Sister Heart President. Yes, honey. Yeah. So make sure, Miss Teresa, that you click the link in the description, name, address, city, state, and zip so that I can get this out to you tomorrow. There is no holiday tomorrow that I know of, no mail holiday. So that works. And we don't have to worry about it. All right. So the next one is going to be Cowboys. So let's type that, BOYS. And then we'll collect comments on the Cowboys. But this was the Saints one, the white bag with the Saints. I mean, it's still pretty. Don't get it twisted. It's the bags, the white bags are still very pretty. Look at that. That's very pretty. It's still gorgeous. Okay. But, however, the black just lets the rhinestones do what they're supposed to do without any distractions. Okay, so this is the Cowboys one that we are doing now, and I fully expect us to have 175 entries up here on this thing because about 4,000 of y'all in here hollered Cowboys. So I'm not understanding 48 entries. There really should be at least 800 entries on this Cowboys bag. I'm just saying. So, and again, we went over the metric. Oh, Bling Fest, y'all. Ooh, I have already ordered the stuff, the extra goodies for Bling Fest. They're going to start coming in soon. So I look forward to you guys coming. I hope you guys enjoy the extra stuff that we're getting, the fun that we're having. I talked to the photographer. It is just, I'm so excited. I am so excited. It doesn't make any kind of sense for Bling Fest. So hopefully we'll see you there. If not, I understand. It's not an issue. We will schedule our next one for next year. So we're going to go with 60 entries on the Cowboys bag. So I appreciate y'all so very much and looking forward to those who are able to make it to Bling Fest. Karen Fletcher, this is your bag. Holler, Karen Fletcher. Holler. Y'all, honey. Yes. So Karen Fletcher, if you will click the link in the description at the very top of our description, it'll say giveaway winner link. Click that link, fill out the form, your name. Please, fam, please, for the love of everything spectacular and good in this world, put your name and your full address, full mailing address, city, state, and zip, because I cannot figure out what somebody's zip code is or what their city and state is. Okay. And apartment numbers if you have it. All right. And then this final one is Ravens. Greg, I don't know. You might not even need to insure because I got half of mine to just send you one, but you might not want a tote bag. So, but look, the light is messing with it. Well, you can kind of see the purple right there. That's crazy to me. But this is Icy Iris. Okay. It's a purple. We're on a purple kick. So right now we got us some purple in, and the outline is Icy Honey. This is Snowflake for the outline of the bow and the laces, and this is Icy Mocha for the football bow itself. All right. So yeah, there we go. I appreciate y'all so very much. A heifer is tired. Because when I tell you the supervisor takes a lot of energy, especially when he was just dancing around. And yeah, it was super cute. There was a lot of energy. So, but thank y'all for coming. I appreciate you being here. We're gonna go ahead and click draw on these Ravens, and then we're gonna let y'all go so you can go to bed. Have you a good night, because we 34 minutes over. Miss Karen G, this is your bag. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Holler. So if you would kindly please, Miss Karen G, click the link in the description, fill it out, name, city, state, zip, address, full address. I would really appreciate it. And then again, I think that was Miss Deborah Browning. If you will shoot me an email with the size that, because I would need to know the size to get. This one that I have on is an extra large. I can fit a large because I tried it on in the store. But let me between this and that bag, y'all, I gotta show it again. Y'all. This is I love this jersey. Okay. I love how this turned out. Like, this is probably my proudest rhinestone something that I've done ever in my whole life is probably this jersey because of how cute it turned out. It really did turn out super, super, super duper cute. Super cute. But this is an XL. And I got it. I can wear the large, but I got the XL so that it would hang kind of low. So that when I'm trying to be hot, foxy, hot girl summer, hot girl mama with the husband, I don't have to wear leggings or anything. I can wear kind of sort of like a dress, hot mama style. That's why I got the XL. And then I'm gonna show this bag again. With the Icy Irish, y'all. That's what's inside those letters. It's Icy Iris. Super, super cute. But yeah, let me know the size. And honestly, if you, well, I paid 90 for the jersey. So if you're interested in a jersey, I can make a jersey, but it was 90 for the jersey. And I would have to, of course, upcharge for the stones. So what kind of fabric is it? Rosetta, this is jersey fabric. This is jersey fabric, and it is can't get to the link. It is sublimated. So it's like a polyester. Let me see. Because you should definitely be able to, the link is in the description. You should be able to get it. Okay. Thank you. Let me see if I can't grab it real quick. If I can even find myself. Your videos. Yeah, don't put your information in the chat. Hold on, I'm gonna get the link. Give me one momento. Okay. But it is right here. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you. All right, so the link for to fill out for the giveaway to ship the bag is now in the chat. So, Robin's Creations, that mug rug is going to be super cute. So I cut my notification on so that I can come see it. That's going to be super, super cute. All right, y'all. So thank you so very much for coming here and hanging out. You guys have a great night. I look forward to seeing you again in these YouTube streets. We got a full lineup this week going on. Come check us out on our Facebook group as well. Please smash the like button on your way out. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I would definitely love to have you a part of the Hoop group. So you guys have a great night, and I look forward to seeing you all later on. So holla at your girl. I don't know what else to say because I'm tired and I'm trying to get the heck up out of Dodge. Have a good night, y'all. Bye. That's not working. This is going to work.